wraparound bar. Marie had carefully selected the drink menu and had worked with the bartenders to make sure everything was perfect. Landing the Bobcats as a client had been a huge get for M&A. Tonight has to be perfect, she thought as she crossed over to the crowded bar. Smiling, a half an hour into the party, Marie was sure that everything was going to be... Wait. Was that William Franklin, her fiancé, walking in the door with that woman? William was holding hands with his ex-wife, Greta Jones, looking at her as if they were still together. "Oh, hell no," she mumbled. She started to stalk over to them, but a hand on her shoulder stopped her. "Marie," Adriana Kimbrell, the A in M&A exclusive events, said, "please don't trip." "Do you see this? He came to my party and brought her?" Marie hissed. "DJ Chill is about to start and we don't need to have a scene," she said. "Let's just sit down and you need to calm down." "I simply don't believe this bull," Marie snapped as they sat down at the bar. Adriana waved for the bartender. "Patron in 2 glasses. Leave the bottle." Turning to Marie, she said, "Ignore them. She's only sniffing after him again because you two are together," Adriana said as she poured Marie a glass full of tequila. "She can't beat you in any other way, so she wants her loser ex back. Let her have it." Marie downed a shot and then snatched the bottle off the bar and took a big swig. "If either of them thinks that I'm gonna let this go, then they don't know who the hell I am. Marie, this isn't just about you and Willie. Our name is on this event. Do you know what I had to do to get Mez to agree to let us have this party here, after what you and Tia did during the last event we hosted here?" Marie took another swig. "We had a good time and got all kinds of press for this place, so they need not trip. I made Mez a hot spot." "Neither should you," Adriana said as she tried to take the Patron away. Marie quickly moved the bottle out of her friend's grasp. "I'm cool," she said. "Look at this outfit." Marie stood up and twirled. "Not trying to mess this up by slapping that slut silly." She glanced out onto the dance floor and watched as William and Greta danced closer than close. But when they kissed, she felt a tug of embarrassment. Everyone knew that was her fiancé, and there he was pretending that she didn't exist. Sure, she wasn't in love with him. Her relationship was simply a means to an end. Respectability in her father's eyes. But the longer she watched him, the more the alcohol began to kick in. Marie took a shaky step, with the liquor bottle in her hand, toward the dance floor, shaking off Adriana's hand and ignoring her as she said, "Don't do it, Marie." Marie thought she'd saunter over to William and Greta, but the Patron made her stumble, bump into patrons, and cause quite the scene before she grabbed Greta's shoulder. "Aw, shit, Marie," William said. "Look, this is pretty cozy," Marie slurred. "Funny that you're kissing her when I'm wearing your engagement ring." She threw her left hand up in the air. Greta shook her head and giggled, which infuriated Marie to the point that she took a swing at her. But, in her drunken state, she stumbled and landed on the floor flat on her bottom. William bent down and helped her up. "You're embarrassing yourself, and you're drunk. And you're kissing this bitch as if you're still married," Marie shouted, bringing the music and movement around them to a halt. Greta shook her head. "And this is what you left me for? Have you gotten it out of your system?" William turned to Greta and shot her a look that cried for silence. "Marie, I wanted to tell you that Greta and I had been seeing each other, but you know what? Go to hell. Both of you go straight to hell," Marie yelled. She fumbled with the ring on her finger, trying to pull it off and toss it in William's face, but the ring slipped off and flew across the dance floor. "It was a cheap-ass stone anyway. It wasn't even flawless. So, kiss my flawless ass goodbye, loser." Marie turned on her heels and nearly lost her footing as she pushed her way through the crowd. As she passed the bar,